Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and take on Drifters for today's live summit event in the Crew 2. For the team summit is now putting up to have a rerun is all about cars that actually to go on drifting by having some 6 events will be categorized by having 2 for drift, 2 for street race, 1 for drift, and a touring car along with 3 skills will be putting up to have some change of update is now being opened on August 21st through the 28th of this year in 2024. Just like September 16th through the 23rd as original is also to be using by having 1 available restricted vehicle on the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X Drift Edition, and now it's also to be featured on this rerun by using the 6th generation on the Land Evo. I hope you guys are about to get yourself to have some available participation to have some nitro chemists and go enter to have some better chances to go up in the gold and beyond in the platinum. This will have to take a lot of good skills to see cars can actually to go drifting in action. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's live summit event. So, a World of Cars has now been finishing up, and once again I have been updated on the platinum to go harder, faster, and somehow one event to go for the unexpected by using air race discipline or aerobatics to see how faster or flying up to be on the lineup overtake to go climbing up and have a major time of record by around in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Also to have a good update on the platinum till I have been climb up onto the top 1000 in 822nd place by 1,234,888 points. But we still have acquired on the Benety and Plymouth Roadrunner Freedom Edition is now go double up and have extra payday and adding up with some loot digger on the street racing discipline. But we have good news during the month of September before entered that we have Mercedes-Benz Attic will be scheduled by coming soon after Japanese Drive. Now let's get out there, viewers. 2 skills on escape and 1 salon, followed by in 6 events by category eyes with 2 drift, 2 street race, 1 hypercar with a vanity item, and a touring car discipline will be received by earning up on 45,000 bucks. For skill, land base on Las Vegas, Nevada will have to be ready to go faster by using Albert Grand Prix or hypercar discipline to drive anywhere on different position till you have to get things to be worked up on the line. So I'll have to be sure if I had to go by available on drift discipline until I had to be prior to have 3 skills to be checked and go on the roll. Have the Alpha Grand Prix to be selected, double check on the Red Bull RB14 with Nitro Chemist, set, good to go with the UDRS Inspirtech Livery to be entered on attempt 1 or attempt 2 we'll be using on hypercars after this. Okay, let's make the right turn, drop away, and go to the strip. Okay, the handling is gonna have to take a little bit more time to slow down and go by full acceleration. So there you go. Just make 1 good step to be on the strip. Your distance is currently to go up and higher to have the op ramp to go on exit. Time to go on ramp, exit, and follow the trail. Got to regain control when staying on the highway. Traffic cars are being seen around. A little bit more, less heavy, and go clear on the light. Well, I just really enjoyed for only one thing about the live stream preparation is I've been working so hard throughout the years during my YouTube channel as I still got 694 subscribers to I almost there to be reaching up by 700. But it takes patience and have some new available currency credit to have some money to be received by Super Thanks. But only 1 attempt is now being saved up and go by 7,024 yards. Okay, good enough. Now for attempt 2 to be using on Hypercar Discipline. I just really want to make this content video to go thrill and successful that will have to make me happy. But interruption that will end up by having a result of total rage quit. Not on my life. I'm always have to be well exactly to be on a reminder because actions will have consequences who don't really understand about my channel that will break my heart. So I'll have to be on attempt 2 to be choosing with the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus Divine Edition and give it more better high-speed performance. So let's turn the engine on. Have the left side to go nearby in a halo ring circle. Make that less drift. Boost up the nitro and try this again. Alright, same as ever. Go to the strip and take the highway on on-ramp exit. Okay, main objective complete. Keep going. Now I have to keep a good exact distance on 34,633 yards on Daddy Pig 628. Same as ever, if I had to be well hypercar velocity to have some traffic cars are in the way. But don't worry viewers and my fellow subscribers, I will take the fight and have my reputation will go by a survival of the fittest. Sorry about the cones, and just keep moving forward to have that main route and few traffic cars are coming around. Okay, well, there goes my best concentration. If someone else is watching me nearby, that will be compromised and ends up I just really want to go cancel the live stream video. So there goes 7310 yards has now update and tally out the results. There you go, 103,251 points. First skill check. 2 more to go. Then let's go on escape number 2. We'll be at New Mexico for the off-roading vehicle. After finishing on land base for only Alpha Grand Prix and Hypercar to have 2 attempts, this time off-roading will make the turn to go by choosing on rally raid vehicle as I'm using with the KTM 450 Rally or the Hummer HS Concept 2008. Got to keep a good reminder and have the ventilator to go on 47.5%. Check and kick it up on the high gear in off-roading. Now let's go and take the jump. Okay, gonna have to find a good line and take some few jumps on the rocks. That's very good. Using enough nitro and go off-roading. Over 1,000 yards is complete. Keep it up and keep up the good ventilated jump. Center by position and embrace it. Alright, we got the good exercise drill to be well high speed off-roading. 454 always being well dominance to the day. Yeah! Bring out the airborne jump and keep the red zone by the contact. 3944 yards. That should do very well. Now, Salam on skill 3 will have to be wait and receive 113,725 points. Clear as a crystal and just have 2 types of escape by having asphalt and off-roading to go by high speed by the terrain of element. So here comes Little Eagle on skill number 3 viewers. I had to get myself to be work up and get my reflex of driving without any interruption due to my minor anger outburst. Well, sometimes I just really hate Mondays that I just still being angry at myself. But I don't care. I just really want to have something for a matter of enjoyment and will diversity. But other people don't understand diversity and democracy that I just really love to be seeking for freedom. But of course it is. Self-expression, really want to get my freedom of speech will be coming back in. But matter of driving and racing to go anywhere on the open road and any racetrack is being well suitable by pick. So let's see, just have to go and have the Nissan 350Z Roadster Ultimate Edition 2004. Check and go with Score Breaker is now being at the ready. Still have some vanity from the Ultimate Live Summon like last time ever since by the original. But going in for the challenge, and looks like one player just actually to be joined right in. Excuse me, then enter the gate. Alright, let's do Salam around the gate. Keep a good line direction at left and right. Hold the traction and work it together to have the main source of the ejected to go on the half part of the infield track. Got to avoid taking too much oversteer. Okay, that's good. Climbing up on 20,000 points. Not gonna give up yet. Still have enough time in 15 seconds. Okay, there goes the contact. And go proceed to rack up the point. Okay, now bring out the nitro. Then bring it into the finish line. That's 37,222 points. Good and well done by 3 skills, and then 6 events will be ready to go by having some discipline with street race, drift, touring car, and hypercar discipline for the Nissan R390 GT1 Road version. But speaking of which, this will have to take one good available hypercar to be entered on going to Vegas. This is going to be a very good proud Le Mans World Car moment to see how faster to take the highway to see a single Japanese hypercar to be embraced and go by a nitro chemist to be adding up by recommend. The per level is now being stationed on 320 to carry out and produce 965 brake horsepower and top speed 279 miles per hour. This segment is all about having main ejected to go with 6 events and 3 skills. We'll always have to get things job and done. But people will understand I'm always will participate and get ready to roll to have a good time of racing in the horizon. Time of condition to go in daytime, and let's roll. 3 seconds to go green and overtake with modern hypercars. First up coming in. Number 1 in the lead without a wing spoiler, without having a Le Mans livery. This is going to be quite good to be see the R390 GT1 in action when racing at Las Vegas for only a single event during the part of the drifters to be categorized as a courtesy restricted vehicle. But if possible, any kinds of recommend vehicle that your own pick will be quite suitable to have some no restriction only. Now arriving in Barstow, next checkpoint will keep up going to be Field the Ride of Horizon in the Mountain States. Alright, there you go. Just stay on the line and stay on the highway. Well, I got nothing else to say, you guys. I just been having a little bit more trouble timing when I just really don't like doing bad days on Mondays. But sometimes it's part of life. That's how we just really want to take a break away from other people who just don't know about having issues and personal problems. But I don't want to share about it because I just rather have myself to be butting out at this moment when focusing and enter for only a good time on sensory racing. But sometimes they don't understand about my channel, and that breaks my heart. But I really hope if I had to break up a relationship someday, so I'll have to become a free man and I'll have to keep moving on to catch up with you guys. But don't worry, I'm still be here, just only have one matter of change, and I'll have to be kind to myself without anyone who don't understand about my body language. But autism lives matter. Always have to keep living on and always have to do some disability lives matter. So nitro is good to go. Got to use it. Total gap distance by 25 seconds away from 7 modern hypercars. But it's getting closer in about a few miles until arriving on Las Vegas by crossing through onto the roundabout. Here comes the jump by taking the shortcut and get back on the highway. Checkpoint clear, solid line, and braking. Okay, there's no time to waste. Got to keep going and stay using on the right side of the lane. Progression is going up by 88%. Keep going, and faster distance away from hypercars in 41 seconds, highlight on the green gap. Go on gear number 6, 45.1 seconds. Dive on to the exit ramp. Okay, close call by forming a chicane. Go full straight. Finish line just right over here at the strip. There you go. Outer blue tire earned, received, and total time in 3 minutes, 54.231 seconds by 107,076 points. Now that's a good R390 GT1 by having a highway cruise to Las Vegas. 1 event down, 5 to go, and time to go proceed on touring car for race number 2 as climbing up update on the goal position in 13,283rd place. But the next one is about to go on stage number 4 of the USB Tour West Edition on St. George to Las Vegas. That will be a perfect time to go for a Japanese themed vehicle to be participate on drifters. But you know what it says, the handling and smooth sailing to go by having a time attack will beat the clock, and make your mark will be embraced to choose with some available road cars and race car by Nitro Chemists. But if possible, if I had to go for a better hypercar to be well selected, as I'm choosing with the Ferrari FXXK 2014 or the Ford GT Le Mans race car. Well, 2014 FXXK it is, and go and get set. We'll be doing a time attack from St. George on starting position to the finish line at Las Vegas, Nevada. Here I go, you guys. Let the countdown begins in 3, 2, 1, and let's go to beat the time by 6 minutes and 50 seconds till I had to go by arrival on Las Vegas, Nevada by leaving St. George. For only one event in the time attack, it's all about test your skills and make a good skid mark to go by every other corners. But elevation will have to be well proven up by having 1 drifters as a current rerun for the Live Summit event. Just have the left turn to go on the right direction. You're at the apex, checkpoint clear, and here is another one. 12.230 seconds has no update. Got to go update by having 13.1 seconds. Good, and that's the ticket. Keep the handling check. Full traction. We'll always have to keep a good matter of time to keep practice till we have to get it right. So my main concern about my channel, because I just felt being bored, but don't call my channel boring, that would break my heart. Otherwise, I might gonna have to go by having a full rage quit and blame on others, except the other kinds of different people, including you. Once, the United Defense Reformation Service will always have to keep things for the monitor of time, which is that we'll have to take a result of total of madness. I just really don't want this to be allowed. So I'll have to cut to the chase and keep doing on the time of racing. Almost there to have an update gap by 30 seconds. Make that turn and go up by 30.458 seconds. (32.418 seconds check). Now, time for the different roll of a corkscrew to be on the downhill. Just hold that inside apex clear, checkpoint proceed, and go kick it up the nitro. 34.9 seconds update check. Keep going. Just have to go by 45% progression, by 5 more to go on the halfway mark. Earlier on arrival, and still around by nighttime. Okay, there goes my good, best performed turn. If somebody else might be watching this during my part of the preparation, I might be going pause and having some uncomfortable thought or feeling. I'm just always well tested to be prepared for having an upcoming moment. Okay, that's good on the checkpoint mark clear. But still thinking about the corner that I just really almost had that good, brilliant performance. Okay, 62% complete by the progression. Going hill climb. Go boost it up. Sharp turn on 90-degree angle. By passing through, we'll take on the route to the Hoover Dam. There it is right now. Alright, keep that line and hold it together. Alright, that's good on the checkpoint. Keep going. 30% to go remaining. That should do one good excellent route of trick to be proceed entered on dead belly. Going corner by corner, route by route. 1 minute, 3.188 seconds has updated to go by having a fourth distance for the FXXK Team UDRS in Sportec. But halfway there to go arrive on Las Vegas, Nevada, and here it is. Right over there on the right is the City of Sin. Now let's go and proceed by having a good high speed by 250 miles per hour. That should do very well. Over 5 minutes passed, and go entrance at the right. Take the strip, and here comes the long bus stop chicane. Finish line is just right up ahead, and go pass by to be entered whenever you see the Eiffel Tower. So that's 5 minutes, 28.688 seconds by 45,000 bucks earned and received. Check and mark for 108,838 points. Wonderful and outstanding to have a second part event for drifters, as we're about to go proceed by having two choices in two events with street race or drift discipline. By having street race with no restriction, and Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX is now being available during the rerun on drifters, along with a 6th generation Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution GSR and a combo event for the drift discipline. But my main guess, I'll have to start out and take on with street race. We'll be doing the right path of the choice. To the big cow, up I go to the Midwest. We'll be at the ready, and this will have to go down by either on the snow or normal deemed condition. We'll have to get yourself proven up to have some skid marks and do some tight turns when performed on drift. But by the way, viewers, as I have to go down to do some nitro chemist, we'll have to take that main guess to be suitable by recommend. But if possible, just have 454 JDM, American Muscle Car, or European Supercars will have to take that Best Excellent role. And for starters, as I'm about to be using with the Honda S2000 Ultimate Edition 2009 is now being set and ready to go with the Gran Turismo 3 theme livery is now perfectly to go by racing spec version to go by having road going version. So, got to be ready to go on the dirt race event. Countdown begins by the grid start. We'll have to be putting up and have the right side to have a time condition to go by the evening. Now let's go and go hit the nitro by finishing up in the top 3. The S2000 LM Edition took the lead and go for the first turn by proceed in the route of the checkpoint. Just find a good performance on the turn, a little bit more less on the curb. Down the faster I go, and 4.2 second gap is now going entered at Silver Hills. But here comes the hairpin. Got to do the outside and slide around to go on the inside. But there's no time to do a drifting. That's how racing faster to beat the time and go overtake till we have to get there. Alright, good on the import smoke. Keep that line trail to be proceed and check. Progression is now being going up by 30% to be almost there. There we go, checkpoint clear and we'll proceed. So that's 11.4 seconds update. Got to keep moving up and go a little hill climb to have the next turn on the right. Alright, that's good. Now, next turn to go by having a left corner on the hairpin. Smooth setting up. Checkpoint, go proceed, and go around by having a great view of the lake. Halfway there complete. Now, got to go stop by 52%. Progression is the key of essence. Okay, that was a close call. Got to go quick counter steering. Don't get too oversteer. 16.6 seconds update. Now gonna have to go cross through onto the half part of the river. Okay, there's the landmark on the cow, just to be seen and pass by. Enjoying the view as we're about to keep racing forward. Okay, there you go. Solid close call and wait for the update by 24.395 seconds. Alright, that should be good enough to have a progression by 94%. Just almost there. The finish line just reached up ahead to have a one-part street race discipline to go with no restriction only. And that is the total time in 3 minutes. 14.393 seconds has now been driven and used it for the Ultimate Edition of the Honda S2000 2009. 119,357 points. 4 parts will be received, earned, and go back to the mailbox after having some checkmark on events to be completed on drifters. So next up for the Mitsubishi Eclipse GSS, we'll have to take the strip west at Las Vegas, Nevada. As I just really have to come up to have a good kind of a Mitsubishi Eclipse to have a standard version just like the Star Edition as well. But 2 variations just like Brian O'Connor's Mitsubishi from the Fast and the Furious, and of course Melissa from the intro of Need for Speed Underground. But that's right, I'm about to go with Melissa themed livery variation on the same Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX. Will have to be well styled up and give it a good base color in purple and shuriken stars with a patterned vinyl in good cyan color. But remember, per level on 280 to carry out with 781 brake horsepower and top speed, 227 miles per hour. I bet this will have to get everything to do some street racing style to go up, faster, and have some shortcuts to face up with the obstacles to go faster for a different role of street racing in underground. So let's go for the countdown in 3 seconds by taking on with 7 American muscle car versus 1 Eclipse. We'll be finishing up in the top 3. So it's all clear for now. Let's go line up and head start by the overtake just to have one jump to bring out the nitro. Alright, good on the touchdown without the Toyota Supra to be racing around at Las Vegas. But not to mention, it's also to be drivable to be in the Crew Motorfest along with a Mitsubishi Eclipse GSS as you're about to get yourself prepared to have a recording session like the intro theme of Need for Speed Underground. But of course, it takes matter of creativity to see how the showdown between the Toyota Supra and Mitsubishi Eclipse at Olympic City is very good to be on a nostalgia moment. The customization, delivery, and the style of racing, and of course, epic moment is all about to have some showdown to be racing at nighttime for the underground party. So progression is about to go by 43%. Time to do some drifting on a tight turn. Okay, well, if anything else when you're playing on Need for Speed Unbound, obstacles will be well made to do it because we just really have to keep racing well to stay clean. Alright, quick tight turn on alleyways. Got to go exit and get back on the street. .7 seconds. I'm just really gonna have to keep doing well and make it more focused to be on the precision edge. Okay, progression is climbing up by 86%. Almost there by finishing up on part 2 street race discipline with a vehicle restriction. Alright, now last turn and go to the finish line, nearly there. That's 2 minutes, 27.475 seconds for the Mitsubishi Eclipse has now been done and good for the daytime condition as very more to be achieved by 97,824 points. Follow a catch-up time after this, and this is what I need to get myself prepared to go on drift events for a standard and a combo event will be ready to go on penultimate. So let's grab the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 GSR and heading up to Miami, Florida at Airport Terminal E. This will be doing a tough challenge as you are about to get yourself to use onto the other side of the drift track that you are about to get proven up and have some tight turns to go by the edge and all-wheel drive. Just like Mitsubishi Eclipse and the Land Evo 6 like last time when you're using on the Land Evo X GSR to be using on the drift discipline. But still as ever, as the King 1 Liberty variation and blue color is now being set and putting up on the drift per level on 240 to carry out 915 brake horsepower and top speed, 192 miles per hour. The handling is going full expert that we have to be ready up, get gripped, and go handling to have some slide turns will be on the edge of the track. But no contact at the barrier, we just had to get everything to be settled and go by a grid start to have one lap and the second we'll keep on drifting. Alright, let's slow down and slide around to get some clipping turns. Don't slow down, just have to get some more skills and tear up the tires. It's all about drifting for the Team 7. We just really have to go ace up and pull everything we got. Yeah, that's a good S turn to be performed, and slide around to have a combo to go by chain up to have a steady position. Watch the smokes is bring out the burn. Alright, there you go. Only down to a minute left when you're on lap number 2. Better stay on grip in one piece. Okay, close call, and stopping by 292,662 points. Come on, I still barely got this. I just need to get my mind focused and do some more skills on drifting. 30 seconds left. Now, third lap, we'll have to go overtime. Alright, that's good. 356,245 points. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Alright, that should be good enough, and have a total points in 363,049 points. Chain drift to work very well in all-wheel drive, and see the results. 139,264 points. Now that's a good all-wheel drive drifting for the Land Evo 6 after being succeeded, and well done for the Land Evo X on the same drift discipline. So this is it, you guys. Combo event in Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn. We'll be ready up, get set, and have one drift vehicle to go embrace it to be around on the sprint course if we had to keep a good skill on the drift. But if possible, just try to do your best and have some matter of skills to go by a grip of drifting when you're on Brooklyn. It's all about having characteristic on American muscle car, European supercar, and Japanese tuner cars by 3 classes in one drift class. So I'll have to choose a available kind of a hypercar vehicle to be served up on substitute by using the Koenigsegg Agera R Drift Edition 2012 with the UDRS in Sportec livery, or the Mazda RX-7 Drift Edition 2002 model. But decision by choice if you really want to go for it. I'm just really have to be well expressed to enjoy it. But I'll have to go with the Koenigsegg Agera R Drift Edition and see how it works. Here I come, you guys. This will have to do a final event to go for a combo to see how a drifter vehicle on the hypercar by challenging up with some muscle cars to go vintage and classic by a single 21st century hypercar. So it's up right now, and have a good steady position on the head start by enter the bridge. Alright, now, early braking, we'll have to keep it steady up and perform slide carefully. Just make it to go like a slow motion. Alright, that's good. Keep perform very well. Now go boosted. 90-degree turn, we'll do the rest. Yeah, now that's a good style of drifting. Okay, now for the curb, got to keep a good slide position to be at the turn. Go by the checkpoint. See? This could be a very good, excellent combo event. I just really want to do this a long time ago, earlier at the start of the new day on every Wednesday. But sometimes, distraction for myself as I just really need to keep a focus, so I had to go for a topic of racing. But here comes the next turn to go underneath the highway. Better make sure to slow down and put up with a slow mode of drifting. Just have to make it like until I'll have to make that next turn. And here is, whoa! And then the right turn can go, whoa! and halfway there to make that lap to go, whoa. Now that's a good slow-mo effect. Now checkpoint cleared to go proceed and kick up the nitro. Alright, that should do one way at a time. I had to keep going. Just make that good race and let the abuse to go away. 20.9 seconds update. Now here comes the wide turn on the right while I perform the drift. Okay, a bit close enough. Objects has been being round made. Got to keep it more practice to steady well to be performed on combo event by drift vehicles. 25.3 seconds update. Now one more turn to go. Here comes the drifting grand finale till I have to go up in the final stretch. Alright, looks like bad news, you guys. I just received one lost item and I just had to go check it out on the mailbox. But very good and job well done to have a combo event by 131,384 points. Note to self, just keep store with the mailbox to choose on legendary loot parts to be categorized on different disciplines. So, very good job and ace up the drip on drifters for a live summit event to be updated by 1,953rd place in 1,176,433 points. But it takes concentration, skid mark, and skillful by performing to do a less or more action on the drift. What I kind of like about the rerun is very first to have the debut to go by participation, just like you guys just already been by the original. But after all, by having 3 skills on 2 escape, 1 slalom, 2 street race, 2 drift, include with a standard and combo, along with a hypercar and touring car event. So what do you guys think? It's very good to be enjoyable to have some good skid mark by performing on the turns and drifting to go action by having a tight turns to go wide open. But in the meantime, just all you have to do one follow-up catch-up on the Strip West by using the Mitsubishi Eclipse GSS. We'll have to come back again until 1 day left to go. So, almost there at the end of August, Bolt Interception Unit Academy will be coming up for the next Live Summit event to get the Ford GT Interception Unit 2017. Nitro Chemist boosted for the hypercar vehicles and exterior parts for the Ferrari and So Ferrari, and plus 200,000 followers as we're about to go set and have some 6 events we'll be using on 4 street race and 2 hypercars along with Speed Trap, Escape, and Slalom. Perfect. Just to have 3 available restricted vehicle, including the 4th one, is now being available to be using on the couple event to be take place on a racing circuit. So we got Neon Battle and Japanese Drive will be coming up in the 1st and 2nd week of September, as we have to keep a good watchable eye out on Mercedes-Benz Attic will be scheduled by coming soon, as I had to wrap this up before at the end of the video. So thank you for enjoying watching the video and the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership are now open to everyone. Will join to get access for a price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help and grow by giving a super thanks as an extra. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.